For a long time, I felt disconnected from my own image. I did take care of some things, but always in phases. When I had extra time, when there was an event, when I needed to impress. Day to day, the truth is, I abandoned myself. It was as if my appearance was just a detail, something that could be left aside in the name of urgent matters. But every time I passed by the mirror and didn't like what I saw, I lost more energy than I realized. My confidence dropped. My posture changed. Even my performance at work and in relationships seemed affected. That's when I understood, taking care of my appearance isn't vanity, it's identity. And the turning point only happened when I decided it wouldn't be a sporadic effort anymore, but an addictive habit. Not phases of fleeting motivation, but consistency. Consistency in care, in intention, in respect for myself. If this already resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick with me, because I'm going to share how to turn your appearance into a healthy addiction that changes how the world sees you, and how you see yourself too. Habit 1. I stopped getting ready for others and started getting ready for myself. For a long time, I only put effort into my look when there was a special occasion. A party, an important meeting, a date. It was as if my best version only deserved to show up when someone else was watching. On regular days, I settled for less than I deserved. Random clothes, messy hair, zero intention in how I presented myself, and deep down that made me feel ordinary, invisible even to myself. That's when I realized something that changed everything. I didn't need an audience to deserve taking care of myself. Appearance isn't about other people's gaze. It's about the way I respect myself. When I started getting ready for me, the transformation was quiet but deep. Even if no one else saw it, I picked clothes that made me feel good, put on a little lipstick, styled my hair with care, and I noticed how my posture changed. My body understood that I was taking myself seriously, and the world started responding differently too. Today I don't wait for an external reason. I am my reason. And getting ready has become an act of loyalty to the identity I want to uphold every single day. Comment: I get ready for me, not for others. If you've also realized that appearance is about self-respect, not external validation. Habit 2. I turned small acts of care into daily rituals. Before, I saw self-care as something that required time, money, or special occasions. A salon visit, a spa day, an expensive purchase, and because I couldn't do that all the time, I ended up going long periods without doing anything. It was as if taking care of myself was a luxury, not a part of my routine. But I realized it's not the big event that changes your appearance. It's the small daily rituals. It's the moisturizer in the morning. It's the at-home blow-dry done patiently. It's drinking water consciously. It's going to bed early and waking up refreshed. It's the details that, when added up, build a new presence. I started with the basics. A quick 5-minute skincare routine. Swapping around the house clothes for comfy pieces that still made me feel put together. Wearing a light perfume before starting the day, even if I wasn't going out. These small actions showed me I didn't need time or money. I just needed intention. With time, these rituals stopped feeling like obligations and became pleasures. I got addicted to the feeling of being cared for, of being whole. And the mirror started reflecting back strength, confidence, and even productivity. Today, my rituals are non-negotiable. They are the foundation of my discipline, and of the woman I want to be. Comment: my rituals make me stronger every day. If you've also realized that a powerful appearance is built on consistency, not big isolated gestures. Habit 3. I started using clothes as a tool of identity. For a long time, clothes were just things to cover my body. I chose what was most practical, cheapest, or simply what was clean and available. And deep down, I believed that what I wear doesn't matter. What matters is who I am inside. But the truth is, without even noticing, I was sending out signals of neglect. And that affected not just how others saw me, but how I felt about myself. That's when I realized that clothing is an extension of the identity you choose to uphold. It's not about expensive labels or fleeting trends. It's about intention. It's about dressing as the version of yourself you want to establish in the world. I started looking at my wardrobe as a mirror of my vision. I got rid of pieces that made me feel small, carried bad memories, or were just there out of attachment. And I began investing in clothes that spoke for me before I even opened my mouth. Pieces that made me walk differently, sit differently, take up space with more confidence. It was transformative. Each outfit choice stopped being random and became a daily reminder of the woman I was becoming. And the world responded. Different looks, different conversations, different opportunities. Today I wear my identity every day, and this awareness is a healthy addiction I never want to let go of. Comment: I wear the identity I chose. If you've also realized that the way you present yourself to the world is part of building your new version. Habit 4. I learned to take care of my posture and body language. Before, I believed appearance was just face, hair, and clothes. But one day I noticed that even well-dressed, I still gave off a fragile image. Head down, shoulders slouched, hurried steps. My body language was broadcasting insecurity, and that canceled out everything else. That's when I understood. The way you move speaks louder than the words you say. So I started training not only my look but also my posture. I began walking with my chin slightly lifted, shoulders open, firm steps. Looking people in the eye calmly, without rushing to look away. Using gestures that communicated confidence instead of hesitation. At first it felt strange, almost like I was pretending. But day by day, that new body started to feel natural. And what surprised me most was that posture didn't just change how others saw me, it changed how I felt about myself. I felt taller, more present, more in control of my space. And I realized appearance isn't just what you wear, it's how you take up the world. Today, my body language is part of my self-care. It's silent proof that I respect myself. And that respect reflects in everything I do. Comment. My posture shows who I am. If you've also realized that powerful appearance begins with how you carry yourself, even in silence. Habit 5. I built consistency in physical self-care. I had tried it all. Crash diets, intense workouts for a week, endless "I'll start Monday" promises. But the pattern was always the same. I started motivated and quit at the first setback. It was as if my body was always an unfinished project. Until I realized, appearance doesn't transform with extremes, but with consistency. It's not about running marathons or living under impossible restrictions. It's about small daily choices that together change your energy, your body, and your image. So I decided to stop punishing myself and start caring for myself. I swapped, "I need to lose weight" for "I want to have energy." I'll work out to make up for it, for I'll work out to get stronger. And that mindset shift made everything lighter. I started drinking more water, sleeping better, walking every day, even if only for 20 minutes, eating more consciously, without guilt or excess. Over time, these small habits shaped not only my body, but also my discipline. My reflection changed. But more than that, my relationship with myself changed. Today, physical self-care isn't punishment, it's celebration. It's my way of telling my body, I honor you, because you carry everything I build. Comment. My body is my daily investment. If you've also realized that appearance isn't just aesthetics, but health, energy, and presence. Habit 6. I learned to align my appearance with the life I want to live. For a long time, my appearance didn't reflect my goals. I said I wanted a life of prosperity, respect, and presence, but my visual choices told another story. Clothes with no intention, hair always improvised, no makeup. It was as if I were waiting to get there before I started presenting myself as the woman I claimed I wanted to be. But I realized an uncomfortable truth. The world responds to what you show, not just what you dream. If I wanted to be taken seriously, I needed to start taking myself seriously. Now. So I began aligning my appearance with the life I wanted to live, not the one I was living. I chose pieces that communicated the version I was building. I invested in care that made me feel professional, powerful, prepared. Even my tone of voice and the way I walked started carrying that intention. And something curious happened. The more I showed up as the woman I wanted to be, the more opportunities appeared to pull me in that direction. It was as if my appearance opened doors that my dreams alone couldn't. Today, every detail I choose, from shoes to facial expression, is part of my narrative. And that narrative keeps me aligned with the future I've already begun to live. Comment. My appearance already reflects the life I chose. If you've also realized it's not about waiting, but about anticipating your identity in the present. Habit 7. I made the mirror my ally, not my enemy. There was a time when the mirror felt almost like punishment. I avoided looking at myself for too long, turned away when I didn't like the reflection, and when I did face it, all I could see were flaws. It was as if the mirror reminded me every day that I was never enough. But I realized the way I looked at myself said much more about my mind than about my appearance. The mirror wasn't the enemy. It was a reflection of the relationship I had with myself. So I decided to transform that relationship. Instead of using the mirror as a judge, I started using it as an ally. I began getting ready while looking into my own eyes, smiling at myself before leaving, choosing details that made me feel proud. It wasn't about denying imperfections, but about recognizing the beauty that was already there. Over time, this habit shaped my self-esteem. The mirror stopped being a threat and became a daily reminder. You are becoming the woman you decided to be. Today, every time I look at myself, I see progress. I see discipline, care, intention. And I realize true transformation begins when you allow yourself to see yourself with respect. Comment: my mirror is my ally. If you've also decided to stop using your reflection for criticism and started using it as fuel for your growth. Habit 8. I used accessories and details as a signature of my identity. At the beginning of my transformation, I thought I had to change everything at once. My entire wardrobe, professional makeup, expensive treatments. But that only left me paralyzed, because it felt impossible to keep up with so many changes at the same time. Then I realized, it's not only the big things that shape your image, but the consistent details. The subtle earrings you always wear, the perfume that leaves your mark, the lipstick that becomes your signature. Small elements that, repeated daily, create a unique identity. That's when I started investing in accessories that spoke for me. An elegant watch, simple necklaces, shoes that made me feel powerful. Nothing extravagant, but each detail chosen with intention. And something curious happened. People started recognizing me by those touches. It was as if my presence left an impression that went beyond clothing. And most importantly, those details reminded me every day of the version of myself I was reinforcing. Today, I know I don't need much to be memorable. I just need consistency in the small signals that confirm who I am. My identity lives in the subtle choices I make daily. Comment: my details speak for me. If you've also realized accessories aren't superficial, they're extensions of your personal brand. Habit 9. I learned to care for my appearance even on hard days. Before, I only got ready when I felt good. If the day was heavy, if my mood was low, if the energy wasn't there, I left myself behind. I'd throw on whatever clothes, tie my hair any old way, and avoid the mirror. It was as if, inside and out, I had temporarily given up on myself. But I realized hard days are exactly when care is most needed, because that's when appearance becomes a tool, not just aesthetics. It helps shift your energy, create presence, remind you who you are even when your mind tries to convince you otherwise. So I started testing this. On the days I didn't feel like it, I still chose an outfit that flattered me, put on perfume, styled my hair, and instead of feeling like I was faking it, I felt like I was rescuing myself. It was like reaching out a hand to me. The reflection in the mirror gave back strength I couldn't find anywhere else. And little by little, those small gestures helped me get through tough phases without losing myself. Today, I know I won't wait to feel good to get ready. I get ready precisely because I want to feel good. And that consistency is what keeps me steady. Comment: I get ready even on hard days. If you've also realized that appearance is self-care, especially when nothing else seems to help. But I made appearance part of my discipline, not my vanity. For a long time, I connected appearance to vanity. I thought caring too much about it was a sign of shallowness, of wasting energy on what didn't matter. And it was exactly that mindset that made me spend years neglecting the way I presented myself. I hid behind the excuse that what matters is what's inside. Until I realized something. Taking care of your appearance isn't vanity. It's discipline. It's daily training in self-respect. It's putting into practice the fact that you take yourself seriously. I began treating every detail as part of my personal growth routine. Just like I study, work, and take care of my health, taking care of my image became a non-negotiable commitment. Not because of other people's gaze, but because I deserve to look in the mirror and see coherence with the life I'm building. And the more that discipline grew, the more I realized appearance and identity are linked. The way I present myself reinforces the way I think, and the way I think shapes my decisions. It's a powerful cycle. Today, getting ready isn't vanity. It's proof of the woman I chose to be. And that gives me the strength to step into any space without asking for permission. Comment: my appearance is discipline, not vanity. If you've also decided to turn care into routine, and routine into identity. Looking back at my journey, I understood something simple and powerful. Your appearance is a daily decision. It doesn't matter how much money you have, what your routine looks like, or what stage of life you're in. You can always choose to abandon yourself or to value yourself. For a long time, I chose to leave myself behind. I only got ready for others, depended on special occasions to take care of myself, and believed appearance was superficial. And the result was harsh: low self-esteem, insecurity, and even opportunities I let slip because I didn't believe in my own presence. But when I decided to turn appearance into discipline, everything changed. My mirror became my ally. My routine gained strength. My details became my signature. and I started walking through the world certain I was aligned with the woman I want to be. Getting addicted to your appearance isn't obsession, it's respect. It's looking at yourself every day and reaffirming, I am a priority, and that consistency in the long run makes you unrecognizable. If you've made it this far, you already know. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Get ready today, even without an external reason. And notice how the world begins to respond to your new energy. Comment, my appearance is my daily commitment, if you've also decided you won't abandon yourself anymore. And if this content resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another woman who also deserves to see herself powerful in her own reflection.